for an important announcement. Ladies and gentlemen,
TJ Michaels and John Stacy invite you on a roller coaster ride of machismo on the Alpha Men Podcast.
It's showtime, freaks! Ah!
Welcome, you sick, twisted freaks, to the Alpha Men Podcast, Season 5, Episode 4, from the greatest capital of the world. My name is TJ Michaels. My partner in crime tonight from Trinity, North Carolina, is Baby Huey, a.k.a. John Stacy. How are you, my friend?
Doing all right, you?
It's freaking snowing again.
It's 60. It was almost 60 degrees today.
I don't want to hear it.
Snow is melting.
I'm done. I'm getting oil in my furnace. I think the truck stops every day now. I really do.
God.
I mean, it's crazy. I did the math the other day. It was like, I'm paying $36 a day to heat my house right now. A day.
That sucks.
It's crazy.
That's like me in air conditioning in the summer.
I've had it. Like, Florida is looking better and better every single day. Like, I'm over it. It's absolutely crazy. You know what? It's terrible when you're sitting in February and you're like, man, I really want to mow the lawn. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could go out and mow the lawn because I'm so tired of snow. And, the folks over at Natty Light getting people ready to do that this spring. Have you seen this?
I haven't.
They have released lawnmower lingerie for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Look at that, huh?
I like it.
Look at that. They say it's a frisky set of intimate apparel for lawnmowers. Featuring, I don't know, this is kind of weird. I feel a little, like, dirty talking about this. Like, I can't. Featuring a lacy, silky protective cover to keep the lawn care equipment looking extra sexy.
Yeah.
And I think maybe you like your lawn care equipment a little too much. But anyway, ensure your equipment maintains its cutting edge. And as ridiculous as it sounds, there are people who are out there who are going to buy a novelty like this. So Natty Light says they are giving one away right now. You can go to their Facebook or Instagram a page and register to win the lingerie.
I might do this. I might have to do that. It looks intriguing. Do we have a video about it?
We do not have a video. No, not like last week. No, we don't have do we have a video? No, we don't have a video. If we have we do have a video. Oh, the most interesting man in the world of music. It's lingerie. Hooray! Come on. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Big weekend this weekend, of course. The Olympics have started.
Yep.
A terrible Super Bowl. Terrible halftime show. We'll get into all of that. I'm so tired of hearing about the halftime show, but we're going to get into that tonight. I'm tired of hearing about the couple that got married during the halftime show. Did you see that?
Yeah. Congrats. I mean, let's move on.
I hope there was more action than the Patriots on the wedding night there. I don't think
the Patriots didn't realize they were playing until Monday, at least.
I think so. I don't know. But we've got Man Court back this week. Also, the Married Man Survival Guide and the Red Foreman Awards. It's all coming up. If you're watching tonight, log in and tell us right in the comments where you may be watching from in the comments section. And give us a like, subscribe, share, do all of that stuff. This, my friends, is the Alpha Men Podcast, Season 5, Episode 4.
I swear I uploaded that. I'm going to double check that. While you're doing this, I'm going to double check.
Start with a little technical difficulty. It's all right.
It's only week 4.
Yeah, right. It's only the third week in a row that it's happened. I mean, come on. Good evening. Here's what happened this week. President Trump selected Kevin Warsh to be the next head of the Federal Reserve. Better luck next time, Nicki Minaj. Just saying. Sucks. I know it stinks. American Airlines says they're going to fly to Venezuela for the first time since 2019. Although, if you're Venezuela, ICE will fly you there for free. The Dow Jones hit 50,000 points for the first time in our history this week. It's just too bad, John, that our audience thinks Dow Jones is that guy from the Monkees. You know, that's Davy Jones. Davy Jones, yeah. The new Epstein file release implies Bill Gates had extramarital sex. And yet the most embarrassing thing about Gates still remains to be that haircut. Just saying. Bill and Hillary Clinton have
his haircut. Sorry, his haircut reminds me of the Raiders owner's haircut.
Yeah, every time I see him, I think of Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. I don't know why. I don't know.
I actually looked at it. I thought about it was that bowl cut. I'm like, oh my God.
You would think if you owned Microsoft and you had that much money, you could get a real haircut.
That's cheap.
I'm just saying. Bill and Hillary Clinton have agreed to testify about the Jeffrey Epstein saga before a House Oversight Committee. You know, the 90s, John, are really coming back. You know, it'll be like really nostalgic to see Bill Clinton lying to Congress about his sex life again. I mean, it'll take you right back there. President Trump unveiled a new website this week for purchasing prescription drugs. It's like CVS, but without the human interaction. So actually, it's just like CVS.
It's more expensive. I looked at it.
Anyway. A bunch of honey had to be recalled this week because it contained the erectile dysfunction drug Cialis.
What?
That's CVS. You're one behind. There you go.
I'm pushing the button.
Yeah, that honey right there had to be recalled because it contained the erectile dysfunction drug Cialis. On the bright side, it forced Winnie the Pooh to put on pants for a change.
Jesus Christ.
Talk about 100-acre wood. Telling you.
Boo-boo. Oh, that's why that's Yogi.
That's Yogi. New study suggests kids who own smartphones more likely to be obese.
Yeah.
And kids who make smartphones more likely to be Chinese.
That's harsh.
After huge staffing cuts over the past year, the IRS is now relying on untrained employees to handle tax issues.
That explains my taxes.
And suddenly the American people have never been happier with government inefficiency.
Yeah.
A survey shows the worst city in the country for dating, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Huh.
The best city, Squeaky Bed Springs, Colorado.
Is there really a town called that?
It's AI.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
The picture's AI.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's real.
New Mexico couple this week robbed a porn shop at gunpoint, assaulted employees, led police on a high-speed chase. Damn, do you know how many penal codes they just violated? I mean,
Jesus.
Another study out this week says noise machines. Do you have one of these?
I have a fan.
Okay. Noise machines might actually be bad for your sleep, according to a new study. Instead, they're saying experts say you should find someone who likes to share air fryer recipes.
I don't get it.
It's boring. You fall asleep.
Oh.
Thanks for playing. One-armed golfer this week has gone viral in the UK after making a hole-in-one. Got to give the guy a hand, right? I mean, come on. Dave & Buster's is putting $15,000 3-carat diamond engagement rings inside their human crane game for Valentine's Day.
Whoa.
Although, if your idea of Valentine's date is Dave & Buster's, she's probably not marrying you. Just saying.
Or she's really cool, wants to be.
Or she could be really cool. You're right.
I mean, there is two sides of that coin there. I mean,
There
she
is.
could be like, let's do this.
Yeah. PepsiCo is lowering the price this week on snacks, including Doritos, Lay's, and Cheetos. And they have a new slogan to go along with the price cut. Did you see this during the Super Bowl?
No.
It was Doritos, Lay's, Cheetos. You're welcome, Ozempic. No, that wasn't it. In showbiz news, a lost cassette tape of Ozzy Osbourne from right after he was fired from Black Sabbath surfaced this week. It's garbled and unintelligible. No, it's Ozzy. The tape is actually in really good condition.
All right.
Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian went to the Super Bowl together this week.
Huh.
He's famous for F1. She's famous for effing hundreds.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The first photos of the upcoming Beatles movies are out. The cast looks so much like the real thing. Yoko Ono is already trying to ruin it. People still talking about how they were so scandalized by Justin Bieber performing in nothing but boxers and socks at the Grammys. I don't know what the big deal is. My neighbors see that like every morning that there's a box on my front porch delivered, you know. Just
Oh yeah.
less the okay physique, you know.
Yeah.
SNL alum Kenan Thompson being sued this week for breaking a lease. So there is one place where Kenan Thompson has not overstayed his welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He's been there forever.
Yes. Sydney Sweeney said this week she is not a political person. The only reason she ever leans to the left or right is she's top heavy.
Amen.
Alice Cooper this week celebrating his 78th birthday. Over the years, his concerts have featured stabbings and electrocutions and beheadings, hangings. What's next for the shock rocker? He's planning the most shocking stunt next. A live hip replacement.
Do you feel better?
And finally, Lionel Richie announced this week that he is going to tour with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
He's still alive.
Expect hits from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for fans in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And that's mansplaining the news this week on the Alpha Men podcast. We got to say hi to Joe tonight, already chiming in.
I just had Joe.
And Clan Gaming Corner as well.
Oh, he's talking about the from earlier. Don't
let him fool you. John's got the AC running. I know.
It is. My window's wide open here.
I know. It could be 20 degrees outside. John would have the air conditioner running.
It's probably like 50, probably 52 out right now outside.
Yes. All right, fellas. Founding fathers would not approve The segment where we ask, would Jefferson, would Madison, would Franklin look at this crap and go, we fought Britain for this? Really? The founding fathers would be horrified. But first they would crack a beer, wouldn't they?
I think so.
They would. What are you drinking tonight?
Same thing.
It's Modelo?
Yeah.
John's drinking the ice beer tonight.
Yeah. I got to support the ice.
And I'm doing Blue Moon Belgian White.
I got to support ice,
I got it. This week on Founding Fathers would be horrified. We're talking about the SAVE Act. I know, this is exciting stuff, right? Election integrity in 2026. Because letting people vote without proving they're actually American citizens, that's not the democracy, that's suicide. And I thought maybe tonight we would hop on the Wayback Machine and head back to 1787. That's our destination, Philadelphia. John, no AC, right? Powdered wigs, soaked in sweat, greatest alpha minds in history hammering out a republic.
Yep.
If we took all of those guys and ripped them through a time portal back into 2026, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, Ben Franklin, they're all just chilling in the US of A now, right? And they flip on the news and they see open borders and mail-in ballots flying everywhere and voter registration forms that basically say, check a box if you pinky swear you're a citizen. Well, Washington's jaw would drop, wouldn't it? I mean, he would grab the ceremonial sword and bellow, you mean to tell me some fella who snuck across the border yesterday can just waltz in and cancel out the vote of a man who fought at Yorktown? This is kind of treason by negligence. Jefferson wrote, all men are created equal for citizens of a new nation, but not every soul on the globe, right? The Americans bled to throw off a foreign king, and now you're handing the keys to the kingdom to foreigners who aren't swearing allegiance to the United States of America. So it kind of offends every principle of self-government. But Madison would, calmly but deadly serious pull out a copy of the Constitution. And it would say that we give states control over the qualifications because we assumed they'd require citizenship and they'd want proof of it. Letting people vote without documentary evidence, it's not liberty, it's lottery. So foreign influence was our nightmare. And remember why we made the president natural born. All you have to do is extend that logic. Ben Franklin, what would he say? Well, he was the ultimate Playboy patriot. And he's been scrolling X and borrowing on phones, and he would look up and recite his most famous quote. You have a republic if you can keep it. And you can't keep it if you don't know who you are or who's in the country. Back in their day, they demanded property taxes paid. Did you know that? That originally, the only people that could vote in the presidential election after the Constitution was passed were landowners.
If they paid property tax.
Who had paid their property tax.
That's fair.
Right? Because they had a stake. They had a stake in America, right?
Yeah.
So now you take a man's word that he's American. It's not compassion, it's cowardice. So right now, if you look at the polls, even CNN just admitted 83% of Americans want photo ID to vote. And you were involved back in Desert Storm, right?
I was like 9.
Oh, you were 9. Okay. Well, when Iraq finally went to vote, you may remember we dipped their thumbs in ink and made them do a thumbprint so that we had a record of who voted in the Iraqi election.
I don't remember that, but I mean, I feel like I should. But
okay.
But that makes sense. That's a good policy.
But we don't do anything like that here. Anything. No. And if we do, Democrats call it Jim Crow 2.0, right?
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. You had to have an ID to get you had to have an ID to do everything. You have to have an ID to buy Sudafed.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Well, poor folks, the IDs cost money, and poor folks might not be able to. Well, if they're on government assistance, they had to provide an ID. So they have it, right? So 83%, that's 71% Democrats in favor, huge majorities of black and Hispanic voters. And, the guy over at CNN is a guy by the name of Harry Enton. He couldn't believe it when he said it. The American people are with Nicki Minaj on the SAVE Act and ID to vote. But the left screams voter suppression when anybody enters or anyone mentions proof of citizenship.
Yeah.
They claim millions of real Americans don't have birth certificates or passports, or elderly folks or poor folks or women who change their names after marriage, or rural voters who have to drive hours. They say it's a poll tax in disguise.
But
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
It ends online registration and voter drives, burdens election officials, and non-citizen voting is so rare it's basically a myth anywhere. That's all the talking points from the left. Yet all of these people that they talk about need documents every single day to function in modern life.
Yeah.
The founders would stare in disbelief. Okay? You mean to tell me citizens can't produce a simple document proving they belong here? And that's it. It's another 80-20 issue where the Democrats have taken 20% of the polling numbers and chosen that hill to die on. Why are they fighting so hard?
Some of the shit that either side fights for makes no sense, but this right here makes total sense.
Right.
We have to have an ID for everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think if you live here, you have to have proof that you live here, 100%.
Well, why are they fighting so hard? You and I both know the answer to that. Every one of those arguments boils down to the same thing. It makes it easier for fraud to slip through. It's the biggest barrier to voting is digging up a document every American adult should have access to. That's not suppression. That's being an adult.
Yeah.
Okay? The founding fathers would be horrified at a system where citizenship is just an honor system checkbox. They would demand proof, period. And the SAVE Act isn't radical. It's a bare minimum to really honor what they built. So in 2026, when the left screams suppression, channel your inner George Washington and reply, the only thing being suppressed is fraud, and good riddance. Protect the pride, protect the republic, prove you're an American, or stay out of the booth. That's Founding Fathers Would Not Approve tonight on the Alpha Men Podcast.
Welcome to Man Court, where bad decisions are put on trial and common sense is the only law we pretend to follow. Step forward and plead your case. Just know the verdict was probably decided before you started talking.
And Man Court, in session tonight. I go from talking about Washington to looking like him. I am the
Martha Stewart.
I am the sometimes honorable TJ Michaels presiding. Beside me, the ever vigilant bailiff, beard of justice, baby Huey. And if you've got a problem that needs solving, you can visit any of our social media pages and drop your DM, your man court dilemma in a DM to us. And we want you to join the Freak Jury tonight just by commenting wherever you may be watching in the comments tab. Give our plaintiff your advice. Just hit the comment tab and comment. Let's dive into tonight's case. And it is docket number 260210. Our plaintiff is Mike from Hell, Michigan.
I have seen Hell, Michigan. Driven through it.
He's the case of the heart overload in Hell's Abode. All right. And Mike writes, TJ and John, my name is Mike, 41 years old, married 14 years, 3 kids under 12, and I live in Hell, Michigan. Yes, it's a real place.
It is.
People drive hours just to take pictures with the Welcome to Hell sign and mail postcards that get postmarked Hell, Michigan.
Yep.
Anyway, I have an issue. I need the Freak Jury in man court. Every February, my wife Ashley decides Hell needs to look like the waiting room of the opposite place. Our house is currently buried under so much red, pink, and glitter that tourists slow down thinking they missed the turn into heaven. Current violations of male sanity include 52 heart-themed decorations in the living room alone. I counted while excavating the remote from under a stuffed teddy bear clutching a Be Mine heart. Make that 53. Every surface now has Valentine's, quote, decals. The mirror says, love starts with you. The fridge says, eat more love. The bathroom says, you're my favorite human, which is deeply unsettling at 6 a.m. in the morning. The kitchen table centerpiece is taller than our youngest. I duck every morning to avoid a foam heart facial. Outside, giant inflatable heart on the lawn, heart lights in every bush, and a front door wreath visible from space right next to our "You Are Now in Hell" sign. She rearranges daily for peak romance energy. If I shift one garland an inch to find the coffee pot, I get treated like I just kicked the dog. The neighbors are in full-on arms race with us. The guy across the street mounted a 10-foot glowing arrow through his garage. Ashley says hell can't look unloved in February. Last weekend, I suggested taking everything down February 15th, like rational human beings. She looked at me like I proposed outlawing chocolate globally. Judges, I beg the court to rule on this. Is there a legal limit to heart-themed decorations before a house becomes a hazard to a husband's eyesight and dignity? 2, must Valentine's Day decorations stay up past the 14th, or can a man reclaim his living room by the 15th without being branded a romance-hating demon? 3, when you literally live in Hell, Michigan, does a husband get a hardship exemption from mandatory pink saturation? I will abide by the court's decision, even if it means spending the rest of the month in a house that looks like Cupid detonated in the wrong zip code. Thank you for your mercy. Sincerely, Mike from Hell, Michigan.
Well written.
Yeah, very well written.
It's Valentine's. It's love.
Here's the thing.
If you want to get laid, I'd keep it.
Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah. He put in parentheses here, currently residing in the Valentine heart overload of Hell's Abode. Nice. Very, very good writing, Mike. Very good. All right. Freak Jury, what do you think? Help us with the verdict here. Does Mike have a point, or is he just an unromantic, unfestive sloth and Ashley is in the right? Your thoughts?
My thoughts are I'd leave it up if you want to get laid.
Uh-huh. Well, here's I will counter that argument with the opening statement. 41 years old, married 14 years, 3 kids under 12.
Yeah.
It ain't happening anymore.
That's true. I didn't think about that. All right, no, tear those hearts down.
It don't matter what you leave up or what you take down. It ain't happening no more.
Yeah.
So,
tear it down.
Boy. See, here's the thing. I have a hard time. I have a hard time with Christmas. And certainly there is more of an excuse to go overboard on Christmas than there is to go overboard on Valentine's Day, right?
Facts.
I mean, so, look, if we review the evidence here and we examine the glitter radius, okay, and we consult the Geneva Convention,
fair, Michelle.
What'd she say?
She said, "I don't own a single Valentine's decoration in my house. Didn't realize it was a thing."
There you go.
I think it's becoming a thing.
That's because Michelle was a catch. Michelle was a catch, right? First of all, if you live in Hell, Michigan, and your house can be seen from space because of the Valentine's Day decor, something has gone horribly wrong. Okay, 52 heart decorations, 53. That's no longer festive. That's psychological warfare. Okay, at that point, Cupid is not spreading love. He's committing war crimes. And February 14th, I mean, here's the deal. I would say the decorations are protected up until midnight on the 14th, but at 12:01 on the 15th, they officially become clutter, and any man removing them is not a romance-hating sloth, okay? He is restoring order to the world, and that's all there is to it. Count three. Just living in Hell, Michigan, we recognize the hardship there. There's a hardship clause here. Just because you live in Hell, Michigan, if your mailing address already says Hell, no man should be forced to live in a house that looks like Cupid detonated inside a Hobby Lobby clearance sale. Just saying. So here's the deal. The ruling is this, all right? Ashley can keep her Valentine's decor through the 14th, but the 15th, all the hearts must be reduced to reasonable meritable levels. And Mike, you are designated one neutral zone. Okay, chair, couch, corner, recliner, free of hearts, glitter, and romantic slogans. All right. And if Ashley fails to comply, she's got to remove every Valentine's decoration herself. All right. While you get to provide lovely commentary like, oh, wow, there's another one. Oh, look at that. I forgot about that one. Right. Okay.
Broke my heart.
That's it. Man court finds in favor of the plaintiff tonight. Case closed. Court is adjourned.
On this week's episode of Armchair Legend, we break down sports like we're on the payroll, without ever leaving the couch. We've got bold takes, zero coaching credentials, and just enough confidence to tell the pros exactly what they did wrong. On this week's episode...
Man, that wig makes you sweaty. All right. Armchair Legends. The only place where real men talk real sports, no filters, no excuses. President Trump this week wants to stage an IndyCar race through Washington, D.C.
I thought they actually did it.
Yeah. Roger Penske was at the White House.
August 24th or something.
They're gonna make it happen.
NASCAR dropped the ball.
There's a little bit of NASCAR did drop the ball on it. There's a little bit of negotiating going on. Originally, Trump only wanted to have the IndyCar race if Democrats stood in the middle of the road the whole time.
Fair.
Jordan Hudson says she is going to throw Bill Belichick a party to make up for his Hall of Fame snub. And she is inviting all her friends from study hall.
Oh, Lord.
The co-owner of the New York Giants this week mentioned several times in the Epstein files. However, still more embarrassed to just be linked to the Giants.
Giants are rough.
New coach.
They did beat you guys.
New coach. Thanks to the show Heated Rivalry, they say the queer hockey scene is booming. They say gay hockey is like regular hockey, except being in the crease is encouraged.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
This weekend, an Olympic curling event went dark due to a power outage. Either that or curling is just so dull, even the electricity lost interest. I don't know which one it is.
Curling is the best Olympic sport they got.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
I miss my teammates. You don't know this. I almost made the team. The Olympic curling team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was like one step behind. I like just missed qualifying. But I was actually 10 steps behind. Well, it was more of a stagger. I thought this was curling. I
knew there was a punchline there somewhere.
Anyway, if you were watching the Super Bowl this weekend, you may have been Googling, has there ever been a Super Bowl without a touchdown? If you were doing that, you weren't alone. Horrible game. Come on, can we admit? Horrible game.
The freaking offense for the freaking Patriots was not there.
No touchdowns scored through 3 quarters. And then there were 4 in the fourth. 2 by each team. But one team also had 5 field goals.
Yeah.
And the other had none. Seattle Seahawks destroying the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 60. I called it. I told you it was going to happen.
Yeah.
29-13. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit closer than it was. Seattle kicker Jason Myers, the only one to score until the fourth quarter. Seattle up 3-0 after 1, 9-0 at halftime, 12-0 after 3. It was never even close. I mean, it just wasn't.
He got hammered.
Drake May did.
Oh.
I will tell you though, that kid's going to be a great quarterback.
He is.
And I think he learned a lot on Sunday, mostly how to fall down. Yeah. But for the record, there never has been a Super Bowl without a touchdown. There has never been a shutout Super Bowl. With the late offensive surge in the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history will still be the 2019 Super Bowl where the Patriots beat the Rams 13-3. So,
yeah.
Speaking of 2019, that was the year that the Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold made the infamous comment that he was seeing ghosts. Darnold was in the New York Jets at the time, and that game was also against the Patriots. So Darnold seeing ghosts became a meme. When he finally was able to do some ghost busted in the Super Bowl, he was a backup in Dallas for a while too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Sam Darnold has bounced all over the place.
He proved himself definitely in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, so did Drake, but besides getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah. So, Drake May struggled to get anything going against Seattle's ghastly defense. Darnold was not the MVP, though. Seattle running back Kenneth Walker, the third named the Super Bowl MVP.
That kid, that running back, man, I watched him. He would go to the line and stop at the line and then break a hole.
Yeah.
Was like,
incredible moves.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of like Shady McCoy. Just incredible. So it was well-deserved. Most of the game, he was the one player on either side gaining yardage. He finished with 135 yards, 27 carries, 26 yards on 2 catches. The win was revenge for the Seahawks. The 12s or the 12th man after they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl 11 years ago. In that one, Tom Brady and the Patriots came back from behind to defeat Russell Wilson 28-24. And that was when the Seahawks decided you remember to throw from the 1-yard line. Dumbest call in Super Bowl history.
Yes, it was.
Dumbest. They got Marshawn Lynch, who the Patriots had not been able to stop all day long. They're on the 1-yard line, and they have Marshawn Lynch ready to go beast mode. And instead of handing the ball off to him and letting him score, they threw an incomplete pass or threw an interception. So this was the 10th Super Bowl rematch in NFL history, and the winner of the first meeting is now 6-4 in the second meeting. And Going into the game, Seahawks were 4.5-point favorites, so they definitely covered that. Patriots were wearing white on white, a combination that they have never worn in the Super Bowl. Maybe Tom Brady didn't want to wear all white in front of 100 million people. I don't know, but over the past 22 years, including this year, the team wearing white has gone 16-6. But they have lost 3 straight. So all kinds of interesting things about an uninteresting game. And that will bring us to the Olympics. Lindsey Vonn.
What about the streaker?
Oh, do we have video of that? Did I send you the video?
Well, I know I got the picture, and then I have Clyde's comment.
Yeah.
Sad part is the streaker of the game had more yards than the Patriots offense.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the streak. So did Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny had more yards during the halftime show. They said he traversed the field 129 yards or something like that, and the joke was he had more yards than the Patriots did in the second half. So,
there's no video, by the way. I don't see
okay. It. All righty. Well, anyway, that is kind of the wrap on the Super Bowl. Lindsey Vonn, we moved to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Man.
She got hurt, didn't she?
Yeah, everybody was hoping. Well, first of all, she tore her ACL last week.
Oh.
And then decided she was going to ski anyway. And she went down in time trials, just not a medal run, wasn't running. It didn't count. It was just practice. And she hit 73 miles an hour on her skis.
Whew.
And like blistering fast. And then when she went to do her medal run, she wiped out horrifically bad and broke her leg, and they ended up having to airlift her. Having to airlift her out. And so her skiing career is probably done at the age of 41, but everybody's hoping that she was going to be, because it would have been a great story, right? I mean, Lindsey Vonn tears her ACL and still decides to ski anyway, which I don't even know how, like, I don't know if you've ever torn your ACL before, but no. I don't know. You can barely put weight on it. I don't know how you ski on it. Like
it's tough.
Yeah. Anyway, Lindsay crashed, broke her leg, had to be flown by helicopter to a nearby hospital. Breezy Johnson, Breezy Johnson won the women's downhill, becoming the first American woman to take the gold since Vonn did it 16 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good, though. They're carrying the country for us.
That's what I call it when I'm freeballing. Breezy Johnson.
Jesus.
Anyway. She says, I can't imagine the pain Lindsay's going through. Not the physical pain. We can all deal with the physical pain, but the emotional pain is something else. Breezy's gold, the first medal for the U.S. in any event in the Olympics. And I checked right before we came on tonight. We're in like 4th place in the medal round right now. We have a couple of golds and like 4 silvers and something else. So
Lindsey Vonn's last comment today was, she stated her Olympic dream is not over. But her father expressed to NBC that he believes his daughter's career is over.
Yeah.
So she says no. Her dad says yes.
Well, I'm sure as a father, it's very, very, it's very, very strenuous to watch your daughter do 73 miles an hour on a set of skis. Probably
with a bad knee.
Now, speaking of Breezy Johnson, look at that picture on the screen.
Yep.
That's part of the first big scandal of this year's Olympics.
We're 5th now, by the way, according to Clyde.
Thank you.
3 silver, 2 bronze.
There we go.
Who's first? Go ahead about the picture.
The picture on the screen.
Uh-huh.
That's part of the new scandal of the new Olympics, the very first scandal. New measures are being taken in place for a crotch enlarging scandal that has rocked the ski jumping world.
What?
Okay. Here's the deal. The Norwegian team got caught adding extra fabric to the suits worn by their top two male athlete ski jumpers. They say, according to the visual aid on the screen, doing this creates more surface area, so the athletes catch more air, glide longer and farther, and they're adding several more feet to each jump.
Wow.
So to prevent any cheating, the Olympics, each athlete now has tamper-proof microchips in their suit, and 3D scanning technology is being used to measure the space between their legs.
Okay.
There have been reports of athletes employing other methods to increase their crotch size, like injecting hyaluronic acid to their genitals. Holy crap, you got to really want to win a gold medal.
I mean, what comes with it?
I'd be like hyaluronic acid down there? Yeah, no, thanks. Just kill me. No, I'm done. Sorry.
What else comes with a gold medal, though? I mean,
that's it.
Besides the authority of it, of having the title,
you won the gold medal for your country. Pride, a lot of pride, and maybe an endorsement from Wheaties. Yeah. They say some ski jumpers are filling their pants with modeling clay.
Does that weigh you down, though? Isn't it?
Hey, is that modeling clay, or are you just happy to see me, huh? What's
I'm Googling now. What do you get when you win a gold medal?
Yeah.
Quick overview of that. It says, winning gold medal for the Olympics secures a previous title of Olympic champion. Gold medal. U.S. athletes receive a $37,500 bonus, while other countries offer much higher, with Hong Kong and Singapore offering over $700,000 for the gold. Yeah. So they get a little initiative, but we're cheap.
So we have 7 medals total. Brittany Bowe just missed a medal yesterday, finishing 4th in the 100-meter final, the speed skater. Mixed doubles curling team, my buddies, right? Advanced to the gold medal against Sweden, so now they're guaranteed a medal. It'll be the first time we've medaled in mixed doubles since it was added back in 2018. And coming in today, we were at two medals with gold, two gold medals. So
we're still at 2. Norway's in first. Norway's in first with 6.
Yeah, we'll catch up. We got hockey. We got all kind. We got stuff. We're just going to dominate on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the deal. That is Armchair Legends tonight on the Alpha Men podcast.
And now the Red Foreman Awards, where you make dumb choices, you will win dumbass awards.
Dumbass. You dumbass!
Go.
Oh, sorry. Red Foreman's Awards tonight, the only award show where the trophy is a steel-toed boot to the ass, personally delivered by Point Place patron saint of dumbassery himself. No fancy speeches, no participation ribbons, no stolen lands. If you're a knuckle dragon moron, Red's got your number and a size 12 with your name engraved on the sole. Tonight, we're handing out the awards faster than free samples at a beer fest. So let's boot some idiocy tonight. Our very first award, the Really Dumb with Numbers Award. And the Red Foreman goes to Alifa Sumter, 25, of Sonoya, Georgia. That's where they filmed The Walking Dead, Sonoya, Georgia, right? Yeah. Anyway. Alifa decided the smartest way to pay off her probation fines to the Coweta County Probation Office was to steal a customer's debit card while working the drive-thru at Whataburger. Now, banks today can easily trace stolen money back to a thief. Officials say the victim noticed $400 unauthorized charge on his bank statement, called the court. Police and investigators quickly connected the dots. And Alifa, you may be in jail, but you got yourself a Red Foreman Award this week, sweetie. Congratulations.
Dumbass.
Next up, the extra cheesy dumbass award. Jonathan Hackett is our winner, 41, from Kinston, North Carolina. Now, Jonathan is a former employee
Not me.
of Little Caesars in Kingston. And last week he broke into the shop twice.
Oh, I saw this guy.
On the first attempt, Jonathan reopened the pizza store, started selling pizzas for cash.
I mean, smart.
Hey, guy's got to make a living, right? I mean,
He's got to hustle.
He was a former employee. What do you want him to do?
So he's got
Do
the
it
training.
right. Second attempt, showed up a little too early. Employees fought him. He got his ass kicked. Cops took him to the hospital before going to jail. In his mugshot, you can see his right eye is like swollen shut. He's facing 3 felony charges for breaking and entering, larceny, and obtaining property by false pretenses. Bonus, snowy curfew violation added at the same time. So he had that charge added. And Jonathan, buddy, next time, make pizza in your own kitchen. It's cheaper and nobody punches you in the eye.
Or give me a call. I'll come get some pizza.
Just saying. Next up, the pruning shears are not just for Bush's award. That goes to Ricky Taylor of Muncie, Indiana. 33 years old. There's a lot of things about restaurants here tonight, fast food restaurants.
It's a theme.
Ricky rolled into the Muncie Taco Bell in a neon orange hoodie and a red mask, tried to rob the place, all while holding a pair of pruning shears. According to court documents, Ricky was later found at an AutoZone Auto Parts wearing the same neon orange hoodie and mask. Upon searching, the Muncie Police Department located a pair of pruning shears. Further, police found approximately, wait for it, 5 grams of methamphetamine. Ricky now charged with attempted armed robbery, a level 3 felony, intimidation with a deadly weapon, a level 5 felony, and possession of methamphetamine, a level 6 felony.
He looks like a stable guy.
When the cops asked if he used the pruning shears, he said technically it was just intimidation, which allowed them to slap another charge onto him.
Dumbass.
Ricky, the shears are for your garden, not your IQ. Okay? And finally this week, the Butt of All Bombs Award goes to a 24-year-old unnamed French gentleman. Okay? It's wild thinking about doctors performing surgery. A lot of humans are are similar on the inside, but you never know what you might find. Like a 100-year-old antique up somebody's butt. Last Saturday, surgeons at a hospital in France were performing a procedure on a patient when they discovered a World War I shell inside the patient's rectum. Rectum nearly killed him. Naturally, that unexpected find caused panic, prompting an emergency evacuation.
What?
They had to call the bomb squad and everything.
What the hell was it?
It was an undetonated World War I bomb. There's a picture of it.
Holy shit.
Boom.
That was in his butt?
Yeah.
I had to have that. I didn't realize that. Whoa.
Now, naturally, all of this caused a panic, emergency evacuation. They had to call in the bomb squad, everything.
Wicked.
And this isn't some old story about an old war injury, okay? He had been complaining of discomfort due to an inserted object in his backside. So, yes, he put it there himself. He didn't say why, but you can probably connect the dots, okay? Fortunately, the bomb squad determined that the shell was harmless. But unfortunately, this guy is not in the clear. Officials are planning to charge him with some kind of weapons violation. Only they're not sure which one yet.
Did he know what it was?
Apparently. the only guy I know that can make a rectal exam feel like D-Day.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
Good job.
So there you have it. Red Foreman Awards tonight. Remember, if you see someone trying to outstupid these clowns, kick them in the ass. Red would want it that way.
Oh my God.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Well, it's time for shit car race and NASCAR racing. I'm fucking bitter this week.
I know.
This is where I would be in Daytona right now.
If you're new to the show, John has worked or did work for many, many years for NASCAR. Started, in the garage area. Started on pit road in the garage area, worked his way up to the tower, the whole 9 yards, and through an unfortunate set of circumstances this fall, was approached by another company who wanted to hire him away from NASCAR, but it was still a job in the racing business and in the NASCAR business. And he decided to take that job, and they were absolute creeps and screwed him.
Yep.
That's the best way to put it, right?
That's the best way to put it. Screwed me over.
So no more NASCAR for John, and I would imagine as they get going for Speed Weeks in Daytona here, it's pretty tough for him to watch it and not be a part of all of it.
I'm not watching. I'm not giving him a freaking dime.
No, but you know what I mean. Like the haulers pulling in and all the excitement that goes with NASCAR going back to Daytona. I'm sure you're watching it going, damn, I wish I was there.
Like I told you earlier, we were talking about it earlier. I said, by this time, I'd be like, I'm ready to go home because I already got there last week. I would have been there last week.
Right.
But the nostalgia of it sucks.
All right,
they went to Bowman Gray 3 days later.
Sucked.
I didn't watch it, but I heard
it sucked.
It was great to be a part of it the first time, but the second time it sucked.
It was bad.
Was it?
I put the rain tires on.
Yeah.
The cars, maybe by the end of the race, were doing 40 miles an hour down the backstretch.
The average speed was 23.51 miles an hour.
There you have it.
And they did more caution laps than actual race laps.
Yeah. And here's where I am with it, dude. After this offseason, where NASCAR had its dirty laundry aired with the court case and with Denny Hamlin and, all of this other stuff and Michael Jordan, and with knowing that they have to do some sort of a clash, okay, I want to see it back in Daytona.
It's not going to go back to Daytona.
Well, you say that, but you know what? As you're starting up a brand new season, you want people to be excited. You want them to see high speeds. You want them to really get going. And when their first experience with NASCAR going into a new season is more caution laps than green flag wraps and an average speed of 23 miles an hour, that ain't fucking working.
I agree, but it's
it's
not going to happen.
I mean,
the owners do not want to go to Daytona. It costs too much.
No. Well, go somewhere where they can turn a lap.
It's going to be Rockingham.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's probably going to be.
Anyway.
Bowman Gray was a flop, but it's still a nostalgia place to be cool. They did add they can no longer the drivers can't put their hands in the windows. You see that?
The drivers can't what?
Put their hands in the window near their nets.
Why?
So when they put their hand up against the window of the net, you could block air from coming in.
I see. All right, so it gives you a drafting advantage.
Yep, and they figured out that gives an actual. They did studies all last year. It all started with Joey Logano's. He did it a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and they did a bunch of studies last year. I remember seeing a bunch of emails about it. They're gaining between 1 to 1.5 miles an hour by putting their hand up blocking that wind.
Wow, that's significant.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Who else? Who won? Oh yeah, Brian Priest won Bo McGrath. That was supposed to be a picture before, but whatever. What else I got here? There's not much going on until racing kicks off for me. Daytona starts this week. Tomorrow is what's tomorrow?
Wednesday. All day.
Tomorrow's practice for 10 o'clock. They
Yeah.
practice 10 o'clock in the morning, then they have qualifying tomorrow night. And then Thursday there'll be the shootouts.
Truck series, you got a bunch of notables coming up who are going to run or at least try to run at Daytona. Cletus McFarland is going to try to run. Travis Pastrana is going to try and run. And Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
In the Ram.
Yeah, Tony with the Ram.
Tony in the Ram truck. So that will be exciting.
And then Brad is back from his knee injury.
Brad from a skiing accident. Brad Keselowski. I was talking to John about this earlier before the show tonight. Yesterday, I saw the video online, and
pull it up.
Brad. I mean, here's the thing, Brad. When Brad was younger, he was young and cocky, and he could get in front of a camera and make you believe that he was one bad SOB, right? Now he's older. He's a team owner. It just doesn't work anymore, right? It's like
I'm going to share the video of it.
Are you?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'll share my.
So this offseason, Brad Keselowski was in a skiing accident and injured himself, and he didn't race the Clash next week. Last week,
Corey LaJoie did.
And so, but he does want to race the Daytona, and so he had to do some testing this week to get approved by NASCAR to race at Daytona. So yesterday he released
this video.
He released this video. Bad Brad is back. Oh, I don't hear it.
Oh, really?
No, there's no.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming through. I'm not hearing it.
We'll wait. It's almost over.
Anyway, he's talking about how hard he's trained, and he's going to get approved to run the Daytona 500. And
yeah,
but the demeanor in the video is funny because he's trying to be a badass.
He is, yeah.
And you got to laugh.
He was Bad Brad for a long time.
No, I know he was. I mean, and it worked when he was in his mid-20s, dude.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work now. It's like, I don't know. It's like it's like Teddy Wallace trying to be mean. I mean,
so I never put this together, but I said I want to do a racing pillow for the season for us, and we'll figure out some kind of little prize at the end. So I'll write down. We'll pick 3 drivers for the whole season, right on the spot.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, dude, don't put me on the spot like this.
Yep.
Oh, man.
3 drivers. Winner takes all in the end.
Hold on here.
We'll alternate.
Hold on here. NASCAR Cup drivers 2026. All right. So, I'm going to take Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott? Okay. That's your top tier.
Okay. Who are you taking? You going to pick one now?
Yep. Man. I'm going with Denny.
Kyle Larson.
Oh, you're going to go top tier again. All right, you have to pick a bottom guy now. I was gonna say pick a top, a middle, and a bottom.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Let's make it more interesting here.
All right, hold on. So who's a middle? Who's a middle guy?
Who'd I say?
You said Denny.
Denny. Yeah.
So I got Chase. You got Denny.
I think you guys who not won championships win a lot of races. That's a mid-tier guy who's done some damage.
Ryan Blaney. Can I take Ryan Blaney as a middle guy?
Blaney's won a lot of races over Chase.
How about
say no?
All right. How about Uh,
Think like Ricky Stenhouse, Bubba Wallace, Dana
yeah,
Soares,
yeah.
Ty Gibbs, Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon.
What about Ryan Preece? He's only
Ryan
won
Preece.
one race.
Yep, Ryan Preece.
Or Shane Van Gisbergen. Although he's won.
Yeah, he's Shane's not an elite guy. I'm gonna go with. Oh, this is tough. Ross Chastain.
Okay. And now we need a bottom guy, right?
Guy who hasn't won, or is new to the series.
All right. I will go with. I don't want Ty Dillon. I will go with.
You got Michael McDowell, John.
I'm going to go with Connor Zilic.
Fuck. That's who I wanted.
He looks like he's 12. He looks like his balls haven't even dropped yet.
Yeah. So I'm going to, I have to take Connor too. I was hoping you were going to think.
He looks like Ty Gibbs did like 3 years ago.
Connor's good though.
Oh, Ty Gibbs still looks like he's 14.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go with Michael McDowell.
All right. Might be good for a super speedway race win.
Yeah. All right. So those are our drivers. I'll keep track of the points. Maybe halfway through the season, we'll be the substitute driver if we want. We'll figure something out later.
Okay. All right. Well, Daytona 500 coming up this Sunday on Fox. And
that's it.
That's your race. What the hell are we calling this? I don't even know.
Red flag rants.
Yeah, red flag rants. Not much of a rant this week. But
no, next week will be probably.
Other than the Clash sucked on ice. Big time.
Yep.
So there you go. Red flag rants on the Alpha Men podcast.
Wussy.
All righty, who's the biggest wuss? It's that time again, the moment you've all been waiting for, the segment that proves once and for all that no matter how tough we act, we're all just one bad sneeze away from crying uncle. So it's time for Who's the Biggest Wuss? We're going to both admit to our two biggest embarrassments this week.
All right.
And we will let you vote. Who's the biggest wuss? All right. So we're going to need you to comment and help out because Liam is not here tonight. So,
where is all?
All right. You want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead. I feel kind of dumb this week.
This week, I watched the new Muppet Show on Disney Plus by myself.
The whole thing.
And I loved every second of it. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm a 70s kid, and I know that's not very masculine, but the Muppet Show, when I was a kid, was the greatest, and it was something that I introduced to my girls when they were younger. And the new Muppet Show captures every single warm feel and that feeling of the original program. So it was awesome. And I hope Disney doesn't F it up, the rest of it, because there was no agenda, no woke bull crap, no nothing, just corny jokes and Muppets. And yeah, and it was great. So not very masculine, especially because I watched it by myself.
I can see you just sitting on the couch, just sitting there drinking a beer going, banana knot.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
all right. So we have a light in my bathroom, and it comes on, the motion light. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, at my age, you have to go take a piss. I walked in, took a piss, all groggy-eyed. Started walking out, I saw what I thought was a person.
And you're scared of your own shadow.
It was my shadow, and I jumped up to punch it. Like it was audible. Like
how did I know that? I was like just joking. I'm like, you were scared of your own shadow because you've always heard the phrase, he was scared of his own shadow.
It was my shadow. Yeah, it was not.
Oh my God!
Nobody saw it. It's 2:00 in the morning, but yeah, maybe I started myself. I'm just gotta pee beforehand because I would have peed my pants.
This week I got a new flannel shirt. And I asked my wife if it made me look rugged. And I believed her when she said yes. And she was clearly just trying to humor me. So, yeah.
So we all know you're not rugged.
Yeah. Anyway.
What else happened this week? Oh, yeah. This one. Clyde will love this one. My dumbass, he parked the truck at work, this little slope, and went to lunch, came back, got out of the truck while I stepped. My big ass took all my weight, fell on my back into the truck, and smashed my elbow. Whatever, took the fall. They're laughing. I'm laughing. You okay? I get up, moan and groan. Moan and groaned all day at work. And today is Wednesday, or Tuesday, mind you. This happened on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm still sore.
Yeah, 3-4 days. I was just going to say.
My back is sore in the middle.
Back, neck.
My freaking elbow still hurts.
Shoulders. Everything, I bet.
To give credit, that's one big shadow.
All right.
Yeah, so that's my two.
All right, so John was the wuss last week. Do you remember what made you the wuss last week?
No.
I don't either. I don't remember either. All right, so we have watched the new Muppet Show on Disney Plus by myself and loved every second of it. God, I can't believe I'm admitting that. John got up to pee. When returning to bed, got startled by his own shadow in the hallway at 2 a.m. and almost punched the wall.
That was not my finest moment.
I asked my wife if the new flannel shirt I got made me look rugged and then believed her when she said yes. And John stepped out of the truck at work, went for a hard fall. He's still sore over it. And still complaining about it, according to Clad.
I did today.
So,
I was like, I feel it.
So, all right. So, help us out here. Who's the wuss? You can comment wherever you're watching tonight. I gotta think that
That's dog out in the boxers.
He didn't want to let the dog out in his boxers.
Confused on that one, Michelle.
Oh, that's how you lost last week. That's what made you the wuss.
That's right.
You're the only one who didn't have pants on.
Yeah. That still happens.
Yeah. So
I'm not wearing pants right now.
I don't know. I don't want you to lose 2 weeks in a row, but and it's not lost on me that the Muppet Show is not the most masculine thing in the world. I get that.
Michelle,
okay?
What do you say? Let's use Michelle as our gauge.
I get that, but I'm looking at this and like almost punching the wall, being scared of your own shadow is funny stuff, man.
All right, fine. I'll take 2 licks.
Shadow got to win. See, they're agreeing with me. This week's wuss, John, on the Alpha Men podcast.
Dink.
The Married Man Survival Guide is your playbook for staying alive in a world where you're always wrong, even when you're right. We'll teach you how to pick your battles, apologize strategically, and survive marriage with your sanity, snacks, and TV remote intact.
All right, this week we've got a very special Valentine's edition of the Married Men Survival Guide.
All right.
Because if you're married, you're not just surviving a relationship, you're surviving a full contact sport with no timeouts, no refs, and penalties that last longer than the Pats game in overtime. So this week, Valentine's Day drops like a surprise blitz package, and one wrong move, and you're in the doghouse till St. Patrick's Day. So Here's your playbook to make it through alive. You ready?
Yep.
The preemptive flower strike. Very important. Do not wait until February the 14th. Become a grocery store panic buyer at 8:47 p.m. You got to hit the florist, or better yet, order online at least 3 days early. Okay? It's like buying ammo before the zombie apocalypse. Show up on Valentine's Day with roses that looked like you actually planned it, okay? Not like you just survived a clearance aisle brawl. And you take full advantage of this day, okay? You whisper in her ear, these are because you're worth more than a last-minute gas station teddy bear. Okay? She'll melt.
Fair.
All right? Or at least not weaponize the silence. All right? Number 2, master the yes, dear evasion maneuver. When she asks, do you know what day it is? That's code for, you better have something epic planned. Don't freeze like a deer in the headlights.
Actually, peak on that note. Can you watch the kids this weekend?
Yeah. Immediately deploy the classic, of course, babe, it's the day I get to remind the world that I married the hottest woman alive. All right. Okay. Then you pivot to a compliment so smooth she forgets you once forgot the anniversary. Okay. It's like verbal jujitsu. Use it or get choked out by passive-aggressive vibes for a week. Next, the chocolate Hail Mary. Here's the deal. Flowers die. Cards get lost. Chocolate is forever.
Goes to the hips. Yep.
Okay? Stock up on the good stuff. None of that drugstore heart-shaped nonsense. Present it like you're handing over the nuclear codes. Pro tip, hide a box of it for yourself in the garage toolbox. Okay? And you've got backup. Survival isn't pretty, it's strategic. Just saying.
Hell.
Number 4, avoid the romantic dinner trap, overcommit. Okay? Book at a fancy restaurant on Valentine's night is like volunteering for the front line on D-Day. Crowds, overpriced everything, 90-minute waits. Instead, go rogue. Cook her favorite meal at home or order from a spot she loves. Light some candles, play her playlist. Low cost, high romance, 0 chances of getting seated next to a couple arguing about whose ex texted first. You're the chef, the DJ, the hero. Mic drop. Valentine's. Done. All right? Finally, the post-Valentine decompression protocol is very important. After the big day, do not assume that the mission is over. The real danger is the follow-up. Because you're going to get, why didn't you post it on social media? Or, my friend's husband got her a spa day. Right? Activate damage control plan. Plan a low-key just because date the following weekend. Call it part 2. The sequel. She didn't know she needed. Keeps the peace treaty intact. Proves you're not just surviving Valentine's Day. You're winning the whole damn season. All right? Gentlemen, execute with precision. Stay frosty. And remember, in marriage, the goal isn't to win every battle. It's to still be standing when the smoke clears. All right? Happy Valentine's Day. Now go get them before she notices you watch the show on your phone in the bathroom.
And a shout out to our wives,
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Michelle and Emily.
The views, jokes, opinions, and hot takes shared on this podcast are for entertainment purposes only and are not filtered, softened, or approved for sensitivity. If you are offended, uncomfortable, or triggered by blunt humor, sarcasm, or unqualified opinions, that's on you, not us. We are not responsible for hurt feelings, and listening is a choice. Proceed at your own risk.
And here we go with unfiltered and underqualified tonight. we thought we would jump into the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, wonderful.
Which, I might add, if you didn't like it, you are a racist. End of story.
Fair.
Well, that's what everybody's saying. I mean, don't forget that the Super Bowl is one of the very last few things that we have as a uniquely American shared experience from a uniquely American sport. I might add, during the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. And what do we get?
Bad Bunny.
Some Spanish rapper who doesn't sing in English or rap in English, singing about how we're all one country from Latin America all the way up through Canada. And you're not going to like to hear this, but we're not all one country. There is a thing called American exceptionalism. Okay? And on the biggest day of the year, with the biggest television audience of the year, the best we could do was that? Seriously?
He who bids the lowest wins the...
Look, it's the Super Bowl. It's not a Rosetta Stone ad. Okay? Nobody understands what he was saying, and yet that performance is heading to the FCC because there's a reason there were no subtitles during the game. Because if you actually knew what he was saying, you wouldn't have been able to broadcast it. But they want to tell you it was all about peace and love. Yeah, not so much. Okay? Our president kind of nailed it. Absolutely terrible. One of the worst halftime shows ever. It's the Super Bowl. And we were made to feel like we were at a family reunion we weren't even invited to. You have to understand that when 30% of the country speaks Spanish, and the FCC has that law about the 7 dirty words that you can never say on television and radio,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter if they're in another language. They still can't be broadcast.
Well.
So, look, we get it, right? What is the NFL trying to do? Years ago, there was a thing called NFL Europe. It failed spectacularly. Failed bigger than the USFL and whatever Vince McMahon tried, XFL, all of that stuff. It failed spectacularly. The NFL has always wanted to make American football a global event, a global sport. And the truth of the matter is, it's never going to replace soccer in European countries.
Oh, yeah. Hell no.
Ever.
Soccer dominates.
It's never going to be as big as soccer. So, I don't know why they keep trying to do things like this. All right? Yesterday or Sunday, and look, I'm not a prude. I'm not. I was around for the Janet Jackson titty thing, you know.
Amen.
Okay. All right. I was actually doing a radio station promotion with a family that won a Super Bowl party that we brought to their house and broadcast live from their house.
Oh, yeah, I remember you used to do those for the radio station. Yep.
And the kids were right up against the television screen when it happened. And I'm like, oh, my God. Right? But in any case, I'm not a prude, but the two dudes grinding on each other, dancing so disgusting. The kids, look, it's a family day. The Super Bowl is a family day. And hypersexualized hip thrusts in front of families, it's not family viewing. All right? It's a woke fever dream. Okay, real American halftime shows have fireworks and zero confusion about gender or borders. Okay, all right. Prince standing up there with a guitar singing "Purple Rain" in the rain. It's probably the most iconic moment in all Super Bowl halftime shows. Tom Petty, you know, and the Heartbreakers just belting out American Girl. It should have an American vibe, not a bunch of guys dressed up as shrubs. Okay? And there was zero American vibes in this halftime show. It was really kind of foreign invasion energy. They wanted you to believe that all of those countries that he rattled off and all those Latin American flags that they carried around, that all of those countries are America. They're not. They're not the United States of America. They may be in the Americas. But proclaiming and just saying that they're America is a La Raza open borders communist bullcrap fever dream. And that's what they were trying to sell yesterday. Open borders, free immigration. I think this country has had enough with immigrants in the last 4 years. I don't think this is the time to be spreading that message. All right? So, it feels like the NFL swapped the Star Spangled Banner on Sunday for a piñata party. People say, oh, well, you're just being racist. No, I'm not. I got nothing against Latin Americans. I got nothing against Spanish people. I have nothing against brown people. The bottom line is, it's the 250th birthday of America. It's the American Super Bowl. It's the biggest cultural event shared by Americans of the year. And you made most Americans feel like they weren't welcome in the name of cultural diversity, which means if you didn't like it, you are in fact a racist, which is not true. All right? All you have to do is go to the crowd at the stadium. Have you seen the pictures and the video of the people watching the show?
Yeah.
They were all like, what in the hell is this? They didn't even know what was going on. So
kind of oblivious if I didn't.
But it wasn't, there was no stage, John.
Yeah.
He just walked around on the field in between people dressed like bushes. Okay. All right. So like everybody in the stands was like, what the hell's going on? This isn't a halftime show.
Yeah.
So it was woke, it was cringy, it was creatively bankrupt, it was preachy, it was unintelligible, foreign, boring, all of those things. And then on the other side, you had the Charlie Kirk stuff. The All-American halftime show that Turning Point USA did, which they are now saying is going to eclipse 50 million views by the end of today. If you don't think for a second...
I've seen so many different numbers on that. I don't know which ones are true.
If you don't think for a second... Well, I can tell you. I can go to Turning Point on YouTube right now. Okay?
Yeah.
And go to the live stream. Turning Point... Say halftime show. Okay, just the one YouTube channel has 21 million views.
So total views for the Super Bowl is 124.9 million.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful. You know what they said? The halftime show ratings dropped 39%.
Halftime show Bad Bunny's performance drew 128.2 million viewers.
It was down 39%. Okay, and you know what? And if you are Budweiser, and the commercial you bought cost $10 million, but if you want special placement, i.e., you want the spot that airs right before the halftime show or the spot that airs right after the halftime show, those spots are like $15 million. Okay, and you spent all of that money only to learn that 39% of the audience walked away, you're going to be really pissed off.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those things where Hollywood and Jay-Z and all of these folks who pick who is going to perform at the Super Bowl, they cram it down your throat. This is what it is, and you're going to like it, and shut up. And Turning Point USA proved on Sunday that that's not the way that it has to be. And in fact, with the success that they had with it, not only should they do it next year, they will do it again next year. And the only way out for the NFL to not lose the money that they lost, because they will lose money over this, okay, is to find something so incredibly patriotically American for the halftime show that Turning Point has nowhere else to go. But it's something that I don't think anybody would have expected. OAN, Daily Wire Plus, TBN. It was on Xfinity cable systems. It was on the Charlie Kirk YouTube channel, the Turning Point USA channel. They say they're going to eclipse 50 million views. And 50 million views is a hell of a lot of views. Do you remember back when American Idol was at its peak and they had their finals? That final show during the highest that American Idol ever got, you remember culturally what that was all about and how burned into the culture American Idol was?
Well,
their highest rated final show was 36 million.
Oh, wow.
So you can say that the NFL, well, there's 120 million people watching, yada, yada, yada. If you don't think the NFL is scared to death right now that 50 million people are watching what was produced by Turning Point USA, you're fooling yourself. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So the All-American halftime show was really pure patriotism, no foreign nonsense, better vibes. It was about America, faith, family, football. That's what we're looking for on Super Bowl Sunday. So kudos to them. And hopefully next year we have a better choice out of the NFL. I hope they take Jay-Z out of the decision-making process because, the other thing is they were in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Who's from San Francisco?
Joe Montana.
Metallica.
It's not gonna happen.
Metallica's from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Easily could have been done.
It's the same as NASCAR. People talk about all these bands. It's not going to happen. The hair band music is not going to go into the sport entertainment stuff.
No. Well, we'll see. We'll see next year. I can tell you that Roger Goodell is not going to let happen what happened this year again. So yeah. I think you're going to find the most patriotic mainstream rock and roll artist you can find on the Super Bowl stage next year.
Jelly Roll.
Could be. Very well could. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So that is Unqualified and Unfiltered tonight on the Alpha Men podcast. And I think, brother, that's going to about do it.
That's it.
Yeah. Season 5 officially underway. If you loved it, tell your friends. If you hated it, tell your friends and argue about it. Either way, we'll be back here next Tuesday night at 8 because we're just getting warmed up. And in the immortal words of the Beverly Hillbillies, y'all come back now, you hear?
Good night, y'all. Oh, maybe not. No, good night, y'all.
All right, Alpha Pack, that's all the damage we're legally allowed to do tonight. If you're offended, confused, clutching your pearls, or Googling, is it normal to agree with idiots? Perfect. Mission accomplished. This has been the Alpha Men Podcast, where opinions are loud, facts are optional, and HR would have tackled this before the intro music even finished. Thanks for hanging out, cracking a beer, or 3, and pretending you learned something while we aggressively learned absolutely nothing. Smash like, subscribe, share it with that friend who gets kicked out of family dinners. And remember, if common sense were common, half this country would be unemployed, and this show would not exist. Now, we've got to go explain to our wives why we said that. Swear it was for the show, and sleep on the couch like real men. Until next time, same idiots, same chaos, zero filters, zero apologies, and absolutely no refunds.